Welcome back to the podcast. This just in. We are bringing back fits. That's right. We are bringing back motherfucking fits to 2021. Now, if you can recall, last year, aka less than a week ago, we were all in our homes doing everything online, on our computers, on our phones, and we had no real purpose to go outside. And when we did go outside, it was only for essential tasks like getting groceries and running, for example. And all of those activities did not require us to dress our best. But here today in 2021, I want to change that. I don't think we should stay in our sweatsuits no longer. It is time to bring back the motherfucking fits. And so with that, 2021, the first episode of the new year, we're talking about bringing back fits to work from home. Now, as I said before, you're probably living in a sweatsuit from 2020 as a result of being locked in and locked down. But we're going to change that now. In 2021, we want this to be better than last year. And that better than last year starts with us. We got to start the change from within. And what are you going to do to start that change? Well, you're going to start with your fucking fits. This episode comes out on Tuesday, first week back from the winter break. And with that said, we were probably still continuing on, bringing that sweatsuit on, keeping that sweatsuit ready to go first thing you grab. Or when you wake up beside your phone, or not even changing, because sweatsuits are forever in 2020. But we're not in 2020 no more. And with the winter break coming to a close, but being in a new year, not much has changed, unfortunately. But that's because this is the beginning of the year. And as we learned from last year, a lot can happen in a few days. So let's start this positive change train going strong with this little idea that I have. Inspired by a post on my Instagram feed by Elara Urbanati, who is a menswear stylist, Hollywood menswear stylist, where she posted up on her website, Leo Edit, a new kind of fashion website. And she just posted an article about changing up that work from home lifestyle. Instead of wearing the sweatsuit all day or whatever you were wearing all day and not changing it, let's go back to wearing a fucking sick ass fit, starting your day off, picking out a fit, or wearing that fit that you picked the night before, which is what I used to do back in pre-core. Let's get back to that. Let's get back to picking a new fit for every day, or almost every day. Again, we are all stuck in our homes with nowhere to go. And while last year you probably rolled out of bed and hopped right into your Zoom call wearing the same sweatsuit you've been wearing all week. And don't feel bad about that, because I've done that a whole lot last year too. Again, we're bringing back the motherfucking fits. So, as I said before, a big part of pre-core life was starting your day off by getting dressed, prepping your appearance for the world ahead of you. And we kind of left that behind after we all didn't need to go outside and we were all in our homes all the time and not changing anything. So, let's shed that sleepwear and get our best fits forward. We don't have to repeat the past. We can change things. If we want to make a better year than last year, we got to start the change within ourselves. And that can start with little thingies. As I said in the last episode, little thingies exponentially growing up into bigger thingies. I didn't say thingies, but I did talk about exponential growth. Fucking math. Fashion and style is one of the best ways we can express ourselves and put our own personal energies out into the world before us. And when we had gone into quarantine, we kind of lost that a little bit. But again, we're bringing that back. So let's start our days off on a positive foot with that beautiful energy of putting on a fresh fucking fit on and starting the day that way. Although we're going to be inside, probably just be on Zoom calls on our computers, it doesn't mean we don't need to give ourselves the pleasure of dressing fucking amazingly. When we first started out in core, not really putting much into our fits because it was a fucked up time. It's kind of still is a fucked up time. We just didn't care. And that kind of showed up in our what we were wearing. We probably didn't even think twice about what we were wearing. We were just like, oh, another day inside the home. Whatever I was wearing before, if it works today and it doesn't smell like ass, I'm gonna keep wearing it. Now, although that did work out for the time being, doesn't mean it's the best way or the greatest way to start the day. And that kind of that kind of slight pessimistic outlook on your day just kind of tarnishes that day. You know, if you start thinking things are bad and then it just builds and builds and builds, and then you do this for half a year and it just thinks like, oh, well, the whole year was garbage and bad. And although there might be some truth into that, let's change that up this year and not bring that negativity and pessimism into this year. Let's jumpstart our days this year with some fire fucking fits. Wow. The amount of times I say that in this episode. Do something for that. I don't know. Pick something. Just start from the beginning. I might put a counter. I might not. Probably won't. But putting together a banging combo is a lot of fun and can bring you just a little joy. Just that little joy. But that little joy can fucking boost you up to run on clouds for that rest of the day. So why don't we do that? Now in quarantine, our routines are probably pretty straightforward and probably pretty similar throughout the whole day. So let's spice that up a little bit by starting our daily routines off with picking a sick fit. Now, fashion should be a fun thing. So have fun with picking together your clothes for the day. It can be something that you haven't worn in a while, and I'll get into those tips later, but you have fun when you finally put on that fit and look at yourself in the mirror and see how amazing it looks. Doesn't that just make your day just like start off so strong? I definitely said that so many times in this episode, but we're going to reinforce that message. Start your day strong. Not only does putting on a sick fit help you feel better, but it can also help you transition from home mode to work mode. From my personal experience, I've had a lot of trouble switching on that work mode from home mode. And that was even before quarantine. I just had a problem with not being able to separate myself from working from the home space to the workspace. And especially now where the clothes and the workplace and the home place kind of merge in one, making any sort of distinction can help you just start that and push you along into that work mode that you may have been struggling to get into, like I have. After almost 9 months of probably not putting much thought into your fits, and if you have been putting into your fits, well on you. You have been doing something that I wish I was doing, because I have not had as much fun with my fashion as I used to. And I think this year is a new opportunity and to get back that fucking jolt. Now, it might be hard to get back into making sick fits. So, as I said before, exponential growth. We can start with little things and build our way. Now, for me, last year when I started doing this slight transition, I started just with the fucking pantalones, switching out my sweats into jeans. And that little difference kind of set up my whole day for me. Not only do wearing jeans kind of interrupt you trying to be comfortable when you're trying to take your 15th midday nap, it also helps you switch from that home state to the work state, which is something, again, that I had a lot of trouble doing. So when you're wearing that stiff, starchy, raw denim, it kind of switches you off and you're like, okay, it's not time to chill. It's time to put in the fucking work. Get those hours in. Get those papers done. So that's one thing I did. Just a little change of the pants. And I'll get into more tips towards the end. But again, the little things can start and set you up. So maybe just start off by changing your pants instead of wearing sweatpants all day. Get some jeans that you haven't touched in a long time. If you're really feeling it, maybe throw on some suit pants just throw on a suit. Just start small and start slow. It can be one item at a time and slowly build your way back up to getting regular fits as you did last year. Now, to interrupt this podcast, I just want to let you guys know what I'm wearing. You know, usually if you watch the videos, you probably see me wearing just a sweatsuit and a t-shirt. But today, I have changed it up. And for the audio listeners, I'm going to give you the video watchers have definitely seen what I've been wearing, but the audio listeners, I'll give you a full fit check. This is what you can't see, video watchers, because it's only top half. And just because you can only see your top half on Zoom doesn't mean you should neglect the bottom half. So I'm gonna get up for this fit check. All right, we're starting off. We got the white Sean Pablo Converse, red Uniqlo socks. We got a full black, slim top man dress suit, full top man suit in black, slim, not tailored, but I should tailor it because tailoring a suit is key to making it fit perfectly on you. We got a nice blue striped, vertical striped shirt and no tie. So I haven't worn a suit in a long time. I just like, why not? Talking about rejuvenating your days with fashion. Why not throw on a suit? There has been not many occasions to wear a suit. Why not change that? So I started wearing a suit. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not recommending you wear a suit every day. If you haven't worn a suit in a long time, maybe try it out, see how I feel. I mean, after wearing the suit, I feel a lot better, but it does feel weird from not having worn this at all, really. In the last 7-8 months, I have had no reason to wear this, but wearing it now kind of feels weird going back to pre-core times. And have I been wearing a suit previously before this podcast recording? Nope. I may have tried this suit on before, trying to figure out this fit. And did I have the suit fit waiting to go for a long ass time and had no reason to pull it out except now? Yes, that is definitely true. But I'm not saying you have to wear a suit every day in 2021. No. But if wearing a suit makes you feel your best and feel great and feel confident, then go for it. Wear it, get that suit out of that closet, dust it off, slap it on, and feel great. Look at yourself in the mirror, take a fit pic if you want to, and send it to me because I think it's been so long since I've seen anyone wearing a suit, so it's a nice treat to my eyes, a nice treat to the feed. So yeah, go on and try a suit if you haven't worn it in a long time. You don't have to spend the whole day in it, just try it on. And ladies, you can wear suits too, because I think, to be honest, ladies wear suits way better than the dudes do. I think, it's just so sick. Look at Zendaya. Zendaya always bangs with her suit fits. Amazing. If you ever need suit inspiration, men or women or whoever, check Zendaya. She has some excellent suits that are super inspiring, especially for anyone. Again, your clothes are an opportunity to express who you are. So make sure your clothes are representing you. And although you may just be talking to no one or interacting with no one, doesn't mean you don't need to show up for yourself and that you feel great in the clothes you are in. Not feeling fine. No, we don't want to feel fine. We don't want to just feel good. We want to feel fucking excellente in what we're wearing. And although it may be a difficult task to do that every day, you don't necessarily have to do that every day, but getting that excellente chef's kiss fit might just give you that little boost to push forward and accelerate exponentially. Buzzwords all around. And in pre-core, if you were afraid to experiment or play around with your clothes because you were afraid of how other people would see you and they would think of you, and everyone has that, and it's okay to feel that. And if I have made you feel that way, I apologize. One of my things to help is to start to uplift people. And although shitting on people is one of my favorite things, it is not a very constructive or productive thing. So I'm going to try and step away from that and start bringing some positivity. So now that you're at home, there's not that many people you're going to be interacting with. So with that, you can dress how you want to dress without a care in the world, because there's no one really going to judge you. So you should feel free to do whatever the fuck you want to do and wear whatever you really want to wear. So to recap everything we went over, closing out this episode, let me give you some tips to bring back the fits. First tip, we'll go from levels of difficulty of sorts. Number 1, wear something you haven't worn in a while. For example, it can be a suit, it can be a shirt, it can be a particular kind of shirt. It can be your work uniform that you haven't worn in ages because you're never in the office or you're never in school anymore. Whatever the case may be, just try something. One piece on that you haven't worn in a while. Number 2, throw on some jewelry. Now, get some ice on those veins, get some gold on that neck, or some silver in those rings and on those wrists and those, what are these called, fingers? Wow, that was difficult. Yeah, throw on some jewelry. If you haven't been wearing jewelry and outside of quarantine, jewelry is also just a great way to sprinkle on some pizzazz onto a fit. And the final tip I have is set up a uniform for yourself that is not exclusively sweats, and mix up a piece for it every day. So, for example, my day-to-day uniform, pre-core and core, is a set of work pants, a sick-ass graphic tee, and a hat of some sort. And if it's cold, I'll wear a hoodie. Now, you can just set it up like a doll, like those paper dolls with the clothes. So that paper doll is you. And every day, just switch out one thing from your uniform. So instead of one day, maybe instead of wearing my work pants, switch them out, throw on some suit pants, or maybe switch them out, wear some jeans, and then, or other way, keep the work pants, switch out the sick ass graphic tee for a shirt, like a button up shirt, or a knit, or a polo, or something like that. Or instead of wearing a hoodie, wear a jacket, like a nice shirt jacket of sorts, like a flannel or something. Just a little one every day. Start with a base uniform, and then switch something up every day. Or if you want to get really frisky with it, switch up multiple things at a time, and just keep one thing in the uniform and switch out everything else. So for that, my example again, instead of a hoodie and a tee and sweatpants or work pants, I could just do a graphic tee and a whole ass suit. See, little things, very simple things that could go a long way and bring you back to the pre-core. And with that is the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Now get out there, get your best fit forward, and send it to me because I want to see your sick ass fits. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to do all the following, subscribing, and sharing to this podcast. I will see you again next week. Bye-bye.